Hello, welcome. Right, I'm still on my 9070 XT. Going to be having a look at The Witcher 3. Not seeing it yet. It'd be interesting to have ray tracing and stuff. Don't have FSR 4 though. I'm not actually entirely sure this game even has FSR frame generation, does it? I'll have to double check. What is it under? So display. Let me actually sort a couple of things. I'll sort the overlay out, and then I'll go into the game and then check the settings. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. Keep up our streak of hitting 100 likes. Hopefully. Okay, there we go.
Searching for the Witch Syria world with Geralt ran into
That reminds me, actually, I need to get a new Xbox controller because I think mine's broken. It works, but it has like insane stick drift. Which probably is a good couple of years old.
Yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The crones of Crookback...
Sunzo, hello! I don't even know how to say that. Suncio. I'm alright, how are you? Sorry, gave it a like, thanks! Right, let's look at the settings. So, if I go... At the moment at 4K to 340 by 2160. Obviously, we'll definitely have to switch that down a little bit. After we've had a look at it like this. So at the moment, we've got ray tracing on, so that's on there set to the max also. So we've got reflection, shadows, everything on. Got TAAU. Okay, so it has FSR2. I think that's it though, isn't it? I think DLSS, we have DLSS and frame generation in this game, I believe. It's a little bit disappointing that we don't have that, but we'll still check it out. We've got Hairworks on, probably going to want to switch that off as well, but we'll check it out and then switch it off. I think it's probably quite a big hit on an AMD GPU. Everything else set to Ultra Plus here. So it's going to probably be quite rough, but we won't stay on it for too long. So yeah, look at this here, 25. Oh no. Game's crashed. No! Alright, that didn't last long. AMD driver timed out. Oh dear. Might not even be able to test that. I mean, the FPS wasn't terrible. I mean, 25. We've had worse, haven't we? Might be something, maybe it's that NVIDIA Hairworks, maybe, that's causing that crash. Let me just check it again. Because it'd be good to just see it for like, even if it's 20 seconds, just to rough it. It looked roughly about 25, didn't it? We'll see. Eminence, hello! NVIDIA Hairworks works. Yeah, I mean, you can enable it. Nah, this ain't gonna work. It's crashed again. It won't even get me into it. Alright, we'll have to immediately change the settings before even looking at it. I'll try switch Hairworks off first. Maybe that's breaking it. Yeah, it crashed again before I didn't even get into the game this time. It was just loading. Is this overclocked? No. Well, I mean, it's overclocked out of the box, but I haven't manually done any. Let me just try one more time. Third time lucky. Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Syria seemed to take shelter in his hideout. Maybe if I just don't move in the game.
Siri had never reached
Might be able to see it for like 20 seconds before it crashes.
the ghostly
Nintendo Switch 2, hello.
Geralt, or so it seemed.
Interesting name.
Witcher felt it always lost until Kira gave him a new lead.
How's the performance on the Nintendo Switch 2? Oh my god, we're going to boot in? We're going to boot in. I've probably got about 20 seconds. I'm not going to move. We've got 26 FPS here. Pretty choppy looking frame time. It's not too bad, considering this is 4K ray tracing, it's not too bad. I'm a little bit worried to move because it keeps crashing. I think if I stay completely still, it seems to be alright. Yeah, oh well that's good. Well at least we can see it. It seems at least 25 here, so that gives you a rough idea with this performance, which like I say, it's actually not too bad considering I'm playing at 4K, everything maxed, Ultra Plus and ray tracing. And I think you'll see as soon as I move here, I think it's going to crash. Yeah. Okay, you just can't move. If you move, it's game over. That's interesting, isn't it? Right, okay, let's try and fix it, because I mean we can't play, can we, like that? Don't think it's how it works. Yeah, but that was another game though, you know, it might just be something in this game. I'll try that anyway. We've got a test to try and find out what it is. Process of elimination, isn't it? I know this is a big performance hit, so it'd probably be worth checking that out first. Then next after that'll be ray tracing. So fingers crossed maybe it's that, we'll find out.
Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Siri had seemed to take
See how much FPS difference that makes at least.
With Kira in tow. Siri had never reached the
Don't own it. What, Nintendo Switch? No, it's not out yet, is it? No, I know. I was joking.
Ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost until Kira gave him a new lead.
I don't. When does that come out? Right, fingers crossed. It's actually only giving us about 2 or 3 FPS more with Hairworks off. Not really a big difference. It's probably going to be ray tracing, isn't it? Oh, it is Hairworks. There you go. Better crash by now, wouldn't it? So with these settings, everything is completely maxed. Ultra Plus ray tracing still. I've just got Hairworks switched off. So it seems to be Hairworks that's crashing it. And FPS wise here, get an average of 28 at the moment. So switching Hairworks off has only really given us about an extra sort of 2 or 3 FPS at best. It's not a massive difference. Frame time is fairly choppy. It does feel quite stuttery, as you'd sort of expect with these settings. 0.1% low of 11 FPS is obviously not particularly good. A little surprised by the VRAM, because I thought that'd be a little bit higher. Hitting 11 gig, it might creep up a little bit. Power's maxed out 330. So, like I say though, it's not actually too bad considering our settings, really, when you think about it. It's roughly the same as Assassin's Creed Shadows, isn't it? It's almost identical performance-wise, actually. Similar settings. In terms of ray tracing at 4K. I need to, I forget the controls for this game.
Don't let him catch his breath.
I'll accidentally take my torch out. How do I put the torch away? How do I put the torch away? I'm pressing... Is it down? I don't know how to put that away. RMF, hello.
You're fucking dead. Kill him, stick him, and dump him in a ditch.
So yeah, Not particularly ideal on the combat rate to hit 30, but it mostly holds that, doesn't it? It doesn't have any huge dips down. I'll maybe check the city out as well. Oh my god, that hurt loads. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Am I even targeting on him?
There's one.
Oh, this is some sort of leader.
Shit. Damn. Shit. Damn.
Am I using the wrong sword? I think I'm using the wrong sword, am I? Use fists.
Good.
Does OptiScaler work for this game? I don't know, I haven't tried it. I would assume so.
There's one. Damn it.
Oh, I've gone for the... My health is so low.
Shit.
He's so low. Look at his health.
Damn it.
Oh. Oh. There we go. So yeah, it does seem, although we're saying Hairworks works in Metro, it doesn't seem to work in this game. It just crashes. So at least we know it's definitely that's causing it. You just want to check out, if I head over to that city and see what it's like there. How do I call my horse? Does definitely stutter quite a lot though. Look at that frame time. Look at it here.
Go, go.
But obviously you wouldn't really expect it to play particularly well like this.
The cows give sour milk.
Yeah, look at our low now, 8 FPS.
Elvin blood. Careful, you scamp. This is no regret. Not your backyard's village.
Day like any other.
Nvidia feature won't work. It does work in some games, but it just crashes it in this game. Probably won't work on a 50 series. It works on 50 series. We played it. I played this game 5090 and 5070 Ti. And I think 5080 as well. Worked on all of them. Roughly about the same FPS in here, isn't it? 32. So in the densest forest areas, it's really like 26, 27. We get an average of roughly about 30, really. Isn't too bad. Like I say, considering the settings. It's a little bit more stable in here as well. Is this with FSR2? No, no. This is native at the moment. But we'll switch on some FSR2. Or maybe what I might do first is switch ray tracing off, actually. Just to give us a better idea of how it will perform without ray tracing. I think ray tracing will completely just wreck this, really. Which it looks like it does look at 4K here, so everything's still set to Ultra Plus. And I'm getting 60 FPS now. That's a pretty big difference there. Pretty much doubles the FPS in this town area. I'm going to try and take another look outside. Look at our frame time as well. That looks so much better.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Run, Roach.
Try and back this up, reverse the horse. This is the way out.
Temple guard let even you into the
Is that, how did I get in here? Alexandru, hello. I can't sprint. There we go. So probably going to dip under 60 in the forest areas. I'd hazard a guess, already dipping to 59 there. But it'd probably will stay above 50. Which is fairly playable, to be honest. 50 to 60 FPS on this game I could easily play. So you can still play with everything maxed out, Ultra Plus. Just no ray tracing and no hairworks. So yeah, seeing it 54 there. That's still fine though. I think I'd happily play this at 50 to 60 if I can max the graphics out, which is pretty good. Pretty good performance, considering the, price of the GPU. I think, it might in the odd area hit maybe high 40s, but I think that's still pretty good. Lows look way better as well, ray tracing off. Hurricane, hello. Yeah, it seems like mostly all hold in the 50s. It does have FSR. It's FSR2 though, which isn't great. So it's really quite behind. I'm going to switch ray tracing back on though, and we'll check it with FSR2. It's probably going to look. We've been, a bit spoilt recently with FSR4, which looks obviously a million times better. Have to probably look at maybe modding it or something. But I'll put it to quality here, just see how much that helps us with ray tracing on. It's probably not going to help us a great deal. Realistically, probably looking at balanced or performance to get 60 really, which in my opinion probably wouldn't be worth it. You'd be better off switching down to 1440p. If I, bear me a sec. I think it's trying to open AMD. Hang on, I've still got the driver timeout message. Right, where is it? It's trying to make me go. Am I close to it? Okay, I am.
That's it, Roach.
See what it's like in the city. Seems like we're getting about 50 there, which is, it's not too bad. It's just the quality, obviously, if you are only using FSR2 in this, image-wise, it's really, can't really tell so much here. Let me maybe meditate until the day, so it's a bit easier to see. Yeah. 4K performance mode doesn't look better than 1440p native on what this game. On this game, probably not, no, but it's because it's FSR2.
Want a dip pudding? As long as the damp don't make me sick.
Might as well run it. Is it worth getting a 9070 XT from a 7900 XTX? No, probably not. Okay, it's still stuttering a little. I think it's just ray tracing in general seems to cause quite a bit of stuttering on this. The lows are quite a bit worse. That's locked.
I never come back, you stinking.
Viper, hello.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off.
They did a better job with FSR in Witcher 3 than they did in Cyberpunk. Well, Cyberpunk uses 3 FSR 3 though. That doesn't make sense. It's not better in this game because it's FSR 2 in this game. You might maybe just be referring to with ray tracing though. Obviously with the path tracing in Cyberpunk, it'll make the image really noisy if you have upscaling on, whereas it's not path tracing on this, maybe, is what you're referring to. But factually, FSR 3 is obviously better image quality than this. And Cyberpunk has 3. This only has 2, so this is... FSR's worse than this.
With pleasure.
Hands up, Brev. Good bar brawl.
Reminds me of a days of war.
Yeah, almost like we never left Verdun.
He's running.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately.
I need to push FSR full hard. Yeah, it definitely is disappointing how I do wish we'd get FSR. It's always been like that though. It's a little bit slower to get it in games.
It's about Ciri.
But I do wish we'd get it in more games quicker, you know.
She's come back.
But it was the same thing with FSR 3. It took a while to get it in games.
How many years is it now? 6, 7? But
FSR 3 implementation. Yeah, but like I say, it's probably because if you're using path tracing and stuff, there's no ray reconstruction, so it's gonna look way worse. Like the ghosting will be really bad. If you're just playing it natively,
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
like comparing the two in terms of FSR 2, FSR 3, FSR 3 is obviously a way better technology. Image quality is way better
Where's Dandelion?
than 2 is. Like
I'd like to know
that's
that
not even.
myself.
That's not even like a.
What the hell's going on?
That's not even an opinion thing. Like FSR 3 is way better than 2.
Going to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale? What do you find instead?
I think maybe you're just referring to the ghosting and stuff in Cyberpunk, right?
Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of
Which you
bums.
can
Haven't a
you
clue
can
what happened.
alleviate quite a lot just by not having any ray tracing on it at all. Just play raster
Trail.
Prime idea.
and also stay at the higher presets, so like quality or balance really. If you're playing ultra performance, then yeah. Search the ground floor for clues.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
That's not
Reading
the one.
someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot. I plunged in.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz,
Test Fallout London.
Viscount de Letonov.
Nah, that's an absolute
Master
snooze
of the
fest.
Liberal arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that.
I have
damn
tested that
fool
game
name.
like ages ago, but it's a bit boring. And it'll be
10
like,
barrels of 2 cent
it won't be
dry,
difficult to
5
have
cases
high
of
FPS on
Southern
that. It
triple
won't
meat.
really be that great to test.
Nothing here.
Alex, hello.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system.
How NVIDIA Hair works. It doesn't work on this. I switched it off.
Give him a chance.
It crashes.
Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibility.
So we had to switch it off because I couldn't move. The moment I moved in a game with Hairworks on, it just crashes.
So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is.
Alex, hello.
Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Devs won't care about FSR keeping the FSR implementing. I don't think it's about devs, but you hear a lot of, apparently AMD are not that easy to work with.
Dandelion's been wooing.
They're like very
all
quiet
AMD
in terms of
now.
like implementing stuff into games. At least I hear that quite a lot from devs. So I don't know if it's just like a specific dev thing. I think it's like an overall communication thing.
We should divide these somehow.
They're like not very proactive, apparently, in the relationships between devs and implementing stuff. At least what I hear. But I think it's been like that for a long time, because it's always been like that.
This is in verse.
And you figure that.
Even when the FSL 3 came out, I was waiting for it to get into a lot of games for ages.
Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right, yeah.
Seems like it's getting a bit better though.
Need to do a wee bit of
Like newer
tidying
games now,
before
like
we
for example this week we'll get Last of Us
start
Part
the
2 and that'll have
back to
FSR
this
4
mess.
like straight
And
away.
you'd be wise to
So
rebuild
that definitely
before you
seems
scurry
good.
off. If you need anything,
Seems like in console games it's much easier, which obviously makes sense. Because a lot of those lean more towards AMD. Often they don't even have DLSS at all sometimes. Dr. Slick UK, hello. So yeah, not too bad here. Let's see if I can drop the preset down a little bit more and see if we can get 60, because they're only really getting about 50 here. See if maybe balanced. Which, it definitely, FSL is definitely not too bad in this. But it's just obviously it's not as good as FSL 4 is. Okay, that's not done anything. That's not changed my FPS at all, which is a little concerning. And look at my VRAM here, up to 15 gig now. That's come up a lot. Triple Champ, hello. Read the planner. Where is it? How do I see? Quest list. Boom. Yeah, 15 gig VRAM's obviously very high. We've still got a little bit of room there, haven't we? On 16, obviously, but it's a little bit too high, isn't it? So yeah, FSR balance doesn't seem to have done anything for me here. I have to see if performance. I've got a feeling that I might just start dropping my usage. Remember, hello, how's it going? So yeah, I think it dipped down into 40s again. So it seems like I've got to talk to loads of people. Are they close together?
I will get
So in all honesty,
with interest.
I mean, maybe we could see a mixture of switching, because it's only got quality or performance on ray tracing on this, hasn't it? It doesn't have like low, medium, high type vibe.
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Because you could probably play it better at like low or medium, you know?
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Greetings from France.
Someone else's protection.
Whereabouts in
Really?
France?
Who's that be?
Bonjour. Je m'appelle. That's it.
The king of beggars.
That's all I got.
Made a deal with Junior. This is
Je
his
m'appelle
turf now.
Benchmark
Didn't
Boy.
hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration.
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
You know, I wanted to go to Paris soon. I've never been to Paris. Isn't that just crazy?
Thank you.
It's really close, and I've
Thank you.
somehow never been.
To think that a man will help a stranger out of the kindness
I've
of
been
our
to the other side of the
hearts.
world, but I've never been to
Entirely
Paris.
Kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you? Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Gerald.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And
FSL 4 only works, yeah. It only works in games that support 3.1. That's officially through Adrenaline software, though. You can mod it outside of that. Whether this works with Optiscaler, I'm not sure. I assume it does. I don't see why it wouldn't.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Paris is a beautiful city, but some areas are not very good. Yeah, it's probably like a bit similar to London in that sense, isn't it? It'd be good to see all the sights, though. I will go at some point. For sure. It's on my list. I've only actually... I don't think I've really been to France that much. I've been to...
Oh, this and that, really.
I think I've been to Monaco. That's it.
What are their working hours?
Which is actually, isn't it its own? Isn't Monaco its own? Like, I don't know. Is it its own province or whatever? How is that?
Thanks for your help.
I've been to the south of France.
Find Dandelion.
Oh no, I've been to.
I should tell him.
No.
I've been to Nice. That's where I was.
Tell him he's a two-faced
And then I went to
snake,
Monaco on
but
like a day trip.
It would be nice if you dropped by.
And I think I've been to like areas around there that I can't think of the names, but I've definitely been to Nice. I think I flew to Nice airport. It was a long time ago though. So we've balanced outside here. We are actually seeing it break 60, which is good. And to be honest, it doesn't look too bad. I could probably play this at 4K. Oof. This bit, though. What happens here? It dips down to 40. Look. It's like right here. 38. Oof. It doesn't like that bit for some reason. Or is it just the water? I think it's the water, you know? Oh my god. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Oof. That really drops it. Yeah, it is the water. That's quite aggressive. That's quite a big difference, isn't it?
Welcome. Do
Moving water, yeah, it seems like that, doesn't it?
Looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought
Been to
Elial
DC,
was
New
one
York.
of
Yeah,
Dandelion's
as in
girlfriends.
Washington. Yeah, I've been to Washington DC and New York as well.
Wait.
I haven't been to Budapest though. I've been to Krakow in Poland.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Monaco. Yeah, I was staying like near Nice. I think it was a long time ago
I met
though.
him one night in a tavern.
But I went to Monaco for like the day
Blind
to the Formula 1 track to like just there for a day thing. Because you got to see it whilst you're there.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Living, plan on going to Varna. Is that in wait, is Varna in Bulgaria? I've been to Sofia. For some reason I feel like that's in Bulgaria. Isn't it on the coast? Could be wrong. Because I think I used to work with someone who lived there. I didn't go there though. I went to Sofia. I've been there. That is in Bulgaria. Okay, yeah, cool. I thought so. Yeah, I've been to Romania as well, actually.
Oh, you can all go suck a devil.
I'm the guard.
Been to where did I go? Bucharest and oh, I can't think of the other place. It was like a ski. It was in like a ski.
Eternal fire walk with you.
It was in the summer that I went, but it was in kind of like, it had a ski area near it.
Best deal around.
And it also had, it wasn't that far from Dracula's castle. Oh, I can't think of the name of the place. It's quite a big town. You might know it. I could probably Google map it.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about Dandelion. I'm Geralt, and I'm...
Geralt, I know you. Fine. If you're eager to join in the lesson,
Brassel.
you're welcome to. Children,
Who was
sadly,
that?
the Ratcatcher has a fever today, but in his stead, we're honoured to welcome a Witcher, who will now tell us about his trade.
but...
This is grand! You shan't disappoint them, will you?
You left the US and... Wow, you've stayed in quite a few different places.
Who would like to ask the first question?
I've travelled quite a lot, but
What's
I've
the
never...
name that witches are
I've lived mostly in the same area for like most of my life. In and around the similar area.
You shouldn't listen to everything people say about...
Means they go to sleep early.
Oh, so that's why Mum went to tuck that Witcher in. Children, what's the meaning of this? Next question.
Is
Bran
it true
Castle,
witches
yeah.
kill kings?
Dracula, yeah. I went in there, did the whole tour thing. I actually did a massive hike up some mountain as well near there.
A Witcher might have to kill, even if he's a king.
And then the craziest was climbing this massive mountain or something, and then there was this huge storm, and me and my mates had to like run down it because it was like getting really bad.
That is all for today. Gather your things and I shall see you in the morning.
It's quite funny.
Bid farewell to Master Geralt.
It's great you came. I'd have rather had the Ratcatcher.
So please do tell me, why are you here?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh yes, longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No, we perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No?
I know it's used
Won't even
FSL for.
try.
I haven't looked, but I would assume it does work with
That
Optiscaler.
was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Why is ray tracing so
Thanks for
demanding on
that.
this game? It's ray tracing. Ray tracing is just demanding in general. If it's just like, you know, it's not just say like one light. If it's just shadows or something, ray trace shadows, then you know, or if it's just singularly just reflections or something. Normally, it's not as bad in terms of FPS wise, but for like fairly well implemented ray tracing, it's always going to be quite heavy. Because in this it's about 30 to 40 FPS, which is that's normally about the amount it normally hits it for. This game overall though, for some reason this GPU seems to just really struggle at specific bits though. Like we saw it with the water earlier. But as soon as we were looking at water, it was just dropping me down into like the 20s. And if you'll notice here too, look, there's something that happens here where it just really doesn't like it either. Look, you see? And then as soon as you're out of those areas, it's kind of back up into the 50s again. So it's a little bit all over the place, but
I'll have it for you next week. I was here last the Empire, and you also told me to come
You know Mr. Menga.
next week.
You don't.
I'll switch it off. We did switch it off. I do want to just see quickly if we can Seems like FSR for me in this doesn't actually really work. It works at quality, and then the more you go down, it just doesn't actually really do much for you. Look. Switch it to performance here, and my FPS doesn't really change.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Yeah, I mean, path tracing's then just like even more. It's like at the next level.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt
So FSR,
of Rivia now works for
yeah,
Emperor
it does. It
Emil?
works at FSR quality. I mean, it does work because we gain a little bit of FPS, but I have seen this in other games recently. As soon as you go below balanced,
My maidservant.
we've had that in a couple of games where it just doesn't increase like the normal amount. So there's just like no point using it. FSR is on right now, yeah. Natively with these settings, it's like 25 to 30 FPS.
Some sophisticated diversion.
Think I can find my own way to the Vagelbud home.
Very well. Perhaps I can convince you to join me later at the races. I shall keep an eye out for you.
It's like beta, path tracing is like beta, we shouldn't even have... Well, I mean, the thing with path tracing is you don't have to switch it on. I think it's fine, the option's there. It is still very much like a test situation, but you don't have to have it on, you know? The option is there. Like, yeah, it does completely wreck performance on most GPUs, but you don't have to have it on. So it is still way early for anything to really play it at any decent performance, but you can just switch. You know, you can switch it off. Like, even with performance here, look, it struggles. Just at really specific bits, it struggles. And let's lastly try ultra performance. Does that save us? Just seeing if we can get 60, really. Consistently 60, okay. With ultra performance, we get about that. Definitely going to notice the image quality won't be as good, though. Does it still struggle with these stairs? No. It seems like it's alright now. 80 FPS there. So realistically, at 4K, ultra performance. That's with ray tracing on. Oh no, it does still struggle. Look, 45. It's just, that's what I mean. Like something just happens here. Look, 45. And I'm guessing at that point it'll still struggle with water as well. I think it'll still bring it down loads if I look at water. Which are we heading? We're heading outside.
It's a waste of words.
Yeah, it's a good GPU. Yeah, definitely. I would really sort of recommend, if you are going to run ray tracing, generally just do it at like low or medium. If you max it out, there's just no point. Let me see if it does. Look at what happened here. Okay, so it doesn't seem to affect it as badly as it was before when I was looking at water.
Wouldn't be so pale if you ate onions and oil.
Does definitely drop it down a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well as you're coming in. See if we can keep the streak of 100 likes. Right, there's someone over here.
What do you want?
Name's Muggs. Rostin Muggs.
We'll drop to 1440p in a sec.
What's this grave matter?
I came here on business. Sadly, just there across the river, toward the bridge's end, I was attacked. Smashed a bottle of the finest dwarven spirit on the bugger's skull. But the robbery was still a partial success.
Tell me what you want already, and be brief.
Kind of sound on FSL4. There's no native support for FSL4 in this. You'd have to mod it.
It'll cost you.
Because it's only got FSR2. You can only add it. It only supports FSL4 if it has 3.1. Through Adrenaline at least. You'd have to do it outside of that.
Fine. See what I can do.
Might be my last chance. I'm out of ideas if this don't work.
Yep, but yeah, look, even it still drops down to about 48 though. So to be honest, in this game, I'm gonna switch it back to native and have a look, but I probably would just switch ray tracing off altogether. I do think it does look good this game with it, but the performance here, at least obviously at 4K, it doesn't make sense to really use it because you're gonna have to use FSR to really get 60 FPS. So at that point, I probably would just switch it off. It's just far too big a hit. But you can do 4K Ultra Plus settings though. If you have ray tracing switched off, you can do that at 60, which I think is pretty good. So it is doable. I think it's the water, yeah. It still brings it down. Yeah, look, 39. It just has these weird bits where it just really struggles. It's anywhere from sort of 60, 70, look, down to like 30, 40. In seemingly like really specific bits. You liked the video? Thanks.
Another one. Run along home with the rest.
Sir, show some mercy. We've not got nowhere to go. For us, it's Novigrad or death.
Had enough of you lots. Sod off.
I do want to just go back and go back to native and see switching it from quality to performance.
They seem desperate.
See how much of an effect. I know from previously testing this game, it doesn't really have much of an effect that, but it might have more of an effect on an AMD GPU.
I've orders to turn back anyone who don't show a pass.
King's a long way away, and your pay's probably meager. Sure we can't make a deal?
Mean to say you're looking to, purchase a one-time pass?
Exactly.
That's a whole other conversation. Way's clear.
Thank you. We got nowhere to go.
Shadows from the trees, yeah, and it seems like the water too. It doesn't seem to like
Stay
that.
off the roads. Liable to run into another patrol.
Shan't be taken like that again. We'll be as careful as hares in a field bared by winter. But you was casting a different mold then.
It's weird because I'd expect dropping down the FSR preset, because we're not seeing any improvement in performance really. At least not significantly big difference between the presets. I'd expect the GPU usage to be dropping, but it's still maxed out at 99%. Which, it might just be because it's FSR2, to be honest. I'll go back to native, and I just want to check. I want to check that out before I switch to the resolution. The difference between quality and performance. So, like we saw earlier, you can see this here at 4K native at least, which I wouldn't recommend anyone playing like this, but we're getting about an average of 26, which isn't sort of terrible, to be honest, like I say, because, you know, we've got 4K ray tracing on here, so realistically, this is actually not that bad, considering the settings. Like about the same as Assassin's Creed Shadows, from what I remember. We had about 28, 29, didn't we, I think? With the same settings on that. This is with Hairworks off, though, because it does crash. It just completely... I can't even play the game if that's switched on. It does make the frame time pretty rough. The lows really rough as well. So I would not recommend playing with these settings, at least. Unless you don't mind 30 FPS, but... Gives you a rough idea. In the forest, dense forest areas, dips down to like 25. Interestingly, our VRAM though is actually less. We had 15 back in the city, didn't we? But I do just want to see. So if you can actually switch this down to performance here. I just want to see how much difference that makes. Maybe improves things by 3 or 4 FPS. It's not particularly. It's not a massive difference, is it? What about in a foresty area? Still dips down a lot. It's not going to be really probably any great deal different. I do wonder as well if there's any sort of combination of like how much of an effect each individual one has. So if we maybe get rid of like ambient occlusion.
Go.
Looking very soft to the YouTube compression. Does the stream not look very good? So we'll literally just have ray trace reflections. Yeah, it's realistically, it's a bit of a shame on this game you don't have the like low, medium, high, ultra presets. What's happening with that tower in the distance? You see that? Because you could probably put it to like low, medium, but it doesn't really follow that kind of normal. It's either performance or quality, and it doesn't seem to really be that much difference in performance between the two. They're like very similar FPS wise. Where am I going?
Soothing, the scent of the fresh.
We meet again, Witcher.
Yeah, FSR 3 definitely. That did ghost a lot, in my opinion.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Do I think 30 FPS is acceptable?
For horses too.
I can play it at 30. Like, would I want to? I play it on Steam. I play games on Steam Deck at 30. I can cap it at 30 just to preserve battery life. But on this, you know, on my PC, ideally, I wouldn't really. I'd much rather be at like 50 minimum, really. If I can max all the graphics out and have minimum of like 50, I think that'd be fine.
Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be
Preferably average of like 60.
Must say,
And that's with all the graphics maxed.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you
What's
what,
my opinion on
win,
which?
And I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard
Which
proper.
9070 XT? I have a Gigabyte Gaming.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which
What do you mean? What's my opinion? What's my opinion on the GPU?
The grey mare looks nimble. Besides, knew a man named Kahir once. I'll go with her.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zereth.
On hunt for a Sapphire Nitro Plus.
No point in delaying.
Yeah, I wanted to try and get one of those as well, but they're just too expensive. I wanted to get one last gen on my 7900 XTX, but it was just way too expensive. I just couldn't do it. Right, I need to drop to 1440p really in a sec. I'll have to wait until I've done this. Smash through this really quick. I'll save it. Makes it look easy. Ten-year-old game. Yeah, the issue is this isn't really a 10-year-old game because it got the update. So this is much more demanding than the original game. I've used all my stamina. Damn it. Because this has got all the graphics, the Ultra Plus graphics, and it's got ray tracing, so it's not really the same game per se anymore in terms of performance.
Don't spare the horse.
Oh no, I've gone off the track. Go! Oh my god. I didn't know the stamina was going to run out that quick.
A beautiful victory.
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is
Overall opinion of the GPU, I think it's really good. It's definitely really good if you can get one close to MSRP.
Yes, Molly.
I think you're saying, what was it, close to 1,000? Yeah, see, I think it becomes a lot less. I mean, there's some models here that go for like 900 to like that. Like, that's kind of becomes less of a good deal in my opinion at that. If the MSRP is definitely attractive and much better value. As soon as you start getting into 900 to 1,000 territory, it becomes a bit like, I don't know, that's too much. Have I got to talk to?
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
A lot of popping as well. Is anyone else noticing that?
The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I'll call it 1440p. I'm going to switch to 1440p in a sec. I was just waiting to do this mission.
Know where he might be.
So I want to save it in case
Sadly, I haven't got a clue.
in case we have to restart or it crashes or something.
The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
You're in Germany? Was ist das Hausaufgabe? Guten Abend.
Sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Ich liebe dieses Spiel. That's pretty good though, 850 euros. That's pretty good.
Sure he does.
Wunderbar.
Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
What's she yapping about? Proper, like... Proper geese.
Youth these days.
Sounds a bit like Oliver Twist. Right. Gonna save it. Let's save it and drop it down to 1440p. Now, I don't think... I shouldn't need to restart the game. I think the only thing I'll need to do is I probably will need to go windowed mode because it'll think I'll break the stream. So if you just give me a sec, if I change that, and it should hopefully full screen the stream. It's just because my capture card captures at 4K, so it breaks it sometimes, changing the resolution. Change it on the screen as well, just so we know we're 1440p. And what settings did I leave it on? Did we last have? So I'm at 1440p here. Graphics wise, I'll go back to everything maxed at just native. So ray tracing's, that's all on here. Anti-aliasing's TAU, so there's no FSR. And I'll have to... Do I try Hairworks at 1440p and see if it breaks it still? Is it worth it, or is it not worth it? Because it's just crashing before. Maybe we'll leave that off for now. And then all the graphic settings here, Ultra Plus. But like I say, Hairworks was just crashing for me. I couldn't even play for like more than like 5 seconds. I do want to make the overlay a bit smaller. I can't see it. Where's my river tuner? Sorry, give me a sec. Okay, that's better, isn't it? Boom. Right, so let's have a look. So, it looks like you can get 60 doing that, which is pretty good. That's much, much better than 4K, obviously. It's actually about double, isn't it? Doubled our FPS from 4K. That is much better. Can't get on the horse. Still, it's probably going to dip down in some areas, I would expect.
Come on.
If we go near the trees again, I think maybe dip into the high 40s, and then we'll check it out. But that to me straight away looks so much better. Even the frame time looks so much better than 4K. 0.1% lower 43 from an average of 56 at the moment. So that's way better. Yeah, look, 46 here. So you still might get some drops down in the really dense forest bits, but I would say that's okay. Like, it's going to be still much more playable like this. And bear in mind, this is with ray tracing on as well. That's pretty good. Definitely do it at 1440p. Check it out on this bit here. Yeah, see it dip down again, 46, 45. Doesn't seem to go too much lower than that. What's it like near the water as well? Does it ruin my FPS like it did? I mean, it does. Seems to hold up much better. Play through, just we'll play a little bit like this and just see, get a rough idea. Maybe head back to the city, which is on my mission anyway, I think. See what it's like there. Oh my god, the horse mechanics on this game do get a little bit annoying. When you compare this game horse mechanics to Red Dead, it's like, oh my god. Wait, there's a mission there. VRAM as well looks much better. Look, 11.5 now.
Greetings.
Much better.
What is it?
Although that, you know, it wasn't an issue at 4K. It was just getting obviously a little bit close to the max.
In the middle
But
of some serious studying, as our learned companion calls it.
Thanks. Be happy to join you.
What do they call you?
I'm just a bad horse rider. No.
I'm Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher.
No, there's no game that compares to Red Dead horse riding mechanics, I feel. What game compares to that? It's so smooth.
Sorry.
Manfred. I'm Manfred.
Exactly.
It's like the driving in GTA. Those mechanics just feel so smooth.
Frequent the fairs?
Nope.
You've confused him with Gerard, the stage artist who
For like a
attends fairs,
open world
breaks
game,
wind,
obviously like a
tunes
racing
the
game is
popular
probably better,
melodies.
but I don't really
To
play
the
racing
delight of the
games.
crowds, I'd add, our
What was the last
guest is
racing
none
game I
other
played?
than
But
the
also
White Wolf
Forza
himself.
Horizon, I play a bit of that.
Well, my apologies.
Used to love racing games when I was younger.
You know, the rumours about Foltest's death.
No, wasn't me.
Been trying to get into Formula 1 a little bit recently, but it's never been my thing, but I've been following it a little bit.
Any news? Of the war, for instance?
They say the Black Ones will mount a new offensive soon to cross the Pontar. I bet diamonds to peanuts, Radovid.
VRAM temperature, it's up there. Memory junction.
Such a shame Henselt perished.
You got memory junction and hotspot.
Blasted Dragon Slayer.
Right, you are.
It's just under memory clock.
Wouldn't have had it so easy in the east.
The Emperor's sure to take Novigrad soon. He'll seize the Temple Vault, the City Armada. The West will be all but his as well.
You know a lot for an ordinary merchant.
I do. What of it, hmm?
Just that it makes me like you even less. First you ask about the message I'm carrying. Now you say you're waiting for Nilfgaard to cross the Pontar. You better come with me. I know some people who'd want to talk to you.
You'll have to kill me first.
If needs must.
Leave him alone.
A Nilfgaardian spy in league with Foltest murderer.
2K card for this game. Yeah, most games it is going to be a 1440p card, really. It can definitely do some 4K, like we saw yesterday in Forbidden West. It can play that at 4K pretty nicely. It is definitely possible. My God, that guy's legs have completely gone.
Dog's bollocks. I didn't want to kill him.
Might have thought of that beforehand.
Does still stutter occasionally. You're seeing that in the frame time. I think with ray tracing on this game, it just does seem to cause a little bit of stuttering here and there. And play flat out. I've never heard of that. Is it like Burnout? I used to play Burnout. I love that game. I don't know why they never... It's not been like, you know, it's not been one of those games forever. What happened to it? Yeah, Atomfall was good, yeah. But Atomfall's like a super easy game to run. Like an insanely easy game to run. And that didn't have any ray tracing or anything. This obviously has ray tracing, so it's a little different in that sense. In comparing performance, it's obviously a little bit different.
Wanted. Cradle, used but unworn. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a...
Zerg, I'm not sure. You'll have to speak in English, because I don't know what that says.
Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing to kill a monster, a witcher would do.
Monster? What kind?
Big, bad, ugly, squats in the sewers. If you're interested, drop by the Garen estate. Ask for Olgierd von Everek. He's the one ordered this posted.
Touch me wifey, I'll smack you sideways.
Oh, I do just want to check the city bit out. Okay, I actually don't know where we are. Yeah, it's quite a way, isn't it? Should we just fast travel there really quick? Oh, actually, it's not that far. Look at that sky.
Don't step on me.
Flat out has a lot of crashing into... So it's a bit similar to Burnout, is it? Where you've got to crash into each other. Push other people off the track.
Duty calls.
What's that other game? Is it Beam something? Is it Beam? That's a racing game, isn't it? Oh, I've gone the complete wrong way here. Oh no. Oh no. How do I get out of it? No, I'm just like stuck in here forever. How do can I jump? That's a disaster. Why can't I get out of here? Yeah, I'm out.
It's getting cold.
Why are you leering at my Elga, eh?
I've absolutely made an absolute mess of this. How do I get in there? Then what do I do next? Do I switch ray tracing off first, or do we check FSR? What do I do first? Okay, in the city bit here. I think it's probably mostly going to be fairly similar to the FPS outside. Do notice VRAM does creep up though. That's up to about 13.7 now. That's also still quite high for 1440p. You'd be screwed on any 12 gig cards at 1440p with this maxed. Not screwed, I mean, it'll still run, but you've not got enough VRAM.
Oh, it's dreadful, it's nearly night.
See what it's like in the day as well. Yeah, CPU, yeah. I mean, look at my CPU, 65% there. In the, oh, that was in the menu, is it? Why did that just go so crazy on those? Just because I was loading, wasn't it? Still fairly heavy though, 30%, 29%. Doesn't seem really like a huge difference between outdoor, really. The worst hit areas are the forest bits. That's really where it's at its lowest. Oh no.
What happened, kid?
They...
Hey, wait.
That was a great conversation.
The great git.
Has he just baited me into a fight? Oh my god, he has. You know what's going to happen though? Whoa, there's too many now. Set him on fire. How do I... Why am I struggling with this? Oh my god, dude. No! Right, here we go. I forget how to block. How do I block? There we go. I forgot what the button was. Well, that didn't go well for them, did it? Where's the kid?
Get off.
Town Square, where's that? I never really noticed it being too bad. You mean this area? This bit or this? No, this bit. I never really noticed it being too that different. What's going on around here? Whoa! Whoa! Why is everyone fighting? $80 degrees on Vera makes you nervous. Why is that? It's pretty normal, really. We're putting max power here, 330 watts. It's pretty average. So I assume by the square you mean this area? Looks good graphically. I think this game still looks pretty good. It doesn't really hit the performance that badly though. Mostly fairly similar, isn't it? 59. I'll reset my averages. Still mostly holds around about 60 really. It's not drastically different.
night.
Let's check it out with some... Should we check some FSR first? What do we do? Let's do without ray tracing first, actually. Let me save it, just in case. I'm a little bit worried it's going to crash or something at some point. Let's just fully switch ray tracing off completely. So we had pretty much an average of 60 there. But look at this, with ray tracing off. Look how much of difference that is. From 60 to 126 average here. That's insane. It's double the FPS. That is ridiculous. Look at my VRAM here though, 15.4. What on earth? That's also ridiculous. Dipping down at maybe a little bit 110 here, but that's still obviously going to be way better than it was with ray tracing on. I do think this game does look quite nice with ray tracing on. I don't mind it so much, but that is such a performance hit. So if you're looking for 100 FPS or more, you just got to switch ray tracing off, really. I hope with a bit of luck as well. It looks like our lows are better. 0.1% low of 69 right now. Frame time looks way better. It doesn't look as stuttery as it was with ray tracing. So there's definitely benefits from that as well. We'll check it out outside as well. Maybe in the forests, drop below 100 possibly. CY, hello! You switched to Chrome? Firefox using adblock will having adblock blocking issue. How do you mean? Oh, what, as in like on Firefox it wasn't working? How come VRAM? It probably needs a reboot of the game, really, for VRAM. It does seem to creep up a little bit on this game, though. So when we first started playing, it was about 11. After you've played for an hour or so, it creeps up a couple of gig. It has dipped down a little bit. It's that city area, I think. It seems to... it does use quite a lot in that city. You're seeing it straight away. It's down to about 14, just over 14 now. But if you reset the game, it'd probably reset it to 11, but then if you play for an hour or so, it'd probably creep up to 12 or 13 again. But actually in this forest, pretty much, what, 110 there is lowest? I thought maybe it would go on the 100, but it doesn't seem like it will. It's pretty good. 110. It's decent. So if you're looking for higher FPS, definitely switch ray tracing off. You wouldn't get this kind of FPS unless you probably used FSR performance or ultra performance with ray tracing on, really, which I don't think's worth it. Pretty sure this card beats the 5070 Ti ray tracing. We did test both. It doesn't beat it. I would say it's probably about the same. Maybe like 1 or 2 FPS different. I think from what we saw, it was pretty much... They were both in the same ballpark, really, I think. There wasn't a massive difference from what I remember between them. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't use... I use Chrome, really. I don't use Firefox. It fully utilises the GPU as well, 99%. And VRAM is actually down 12.4. It seems to just be that city bit. As soon as we go in that city, it goes up to about 15. Cut through here, we might see it dip under 100. There it is, 99.
Show me what you got.
just about drops under. It's not massive, is it? Thought 5070 Ti would do better. What, in shadows? No, like I say, it was obviously it's hard to really give exact, but it was such a minute difference. It was like maybe 1 or 2 FPS difference. You know, it's like minuscule between them, like a rough average. Because we had pretty much, I think we had about an average of like 2930 when we was doing 4K on a 9070 XT, and then I think we had an average of like 3031 or something on the 5070 Ti. So it's like you're talking maybe like there's a 1 FPS difference or something. I wouldn't really count that, to be honest. Is this with FSL 4? No.
Olgierd von Everek. I'm looking for him.
None here by that name.
That's the results they got with the 1970 2 FPS. Yeah, that's what I mean. Though. When you're lowering it down to like 1 or 2 FPS difference, it's like it's kind of I don't consider that as like a beating per se, because it's like, you know, it's like when something has a 1 FPS difference, I don't really count that personally, because it's like
something tells me
it's just not enough for it to be like clear, you know. Like even just in the measurement of measuring 1 FPS, like I just consider that pretty much the same performance, really, in my opinion.
No, I'm Olgierd.
You?
Like I say, when I was testing it, it's very difficult to even tell live when I was doing it because it was so close. But like I say, there probably is a 1 or 2 difference if you measured it in like an exact side-by-side situation. It's very difficult to see, like I say, when I'm doing it live, but I consider those, like, if it's a 1 or 2 FPS difference, it's pretty much in the same ballpark, isn't it? Once you start getting to like 4 or 5 difference, that's obviously a much bigger difference.
You're all Olgierd. That it?
Got it right at last.
One man split into 3 bodies. Not interested in his balls, so which of you's got his brain? Not laughing. Guess that means you didn't get the brain.
Nope. I'm the one got his fists.
Probably beats it more with ray tracing off, though, right? I would imagine the gap's bigger with ray tracing off. I would guess if it's that close with it on. Whoa. What level is this guy? I'm going for it. Got it day 1 for 760. Whew. That's cheaper than mine.
I'll take you to Olgierd.
B58, yeah, that's pretty good. Shadows is such a weird game, though. Like, when I drop the resolution in that game, it doesn't make any difference. So, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it makes a difference going from 4K to 1440p, but really not that much of a difference. It's like we had like what 20 FPS or something, and then when I went from 1440p to 1080p, it was like 10 FPS difference or like less. It's like, this doesn't make any sense. Might as well just leave it at 1440p or even 4K. So yeah, realistically, its performance in that game is probably really close to other GPUs because they suffer the same. Like when we were testing up on my 5090, that was only doing like 50 to 60 at 4K or something. So I'm not quite sure.
You all right?
In comparison to this, it's like that's like not that different.
You seek something, mate?
Grub and hooch.
Oh, he's upstairs, is he?
Life in a nutshell.
How do we get upstairs?
Aye, but he don't need you to kill it. So, you want this job? You gotta grab his attention. And he's one to get bored mighty quick. Ottoman, sir.
5080 pre-built costs at least 2,600.
Do you know what types of sculptures fetch the best
1,000.
prices?
Nice, that's quite a bit cheaper for the 97
Statues
XT.
of deities, busts of kings, and nudes. And what have we here? A naked wench. What do you think of her?
Too sober for that sort of conversation. Rather talk about the contract.
Ah, a man of action. Plain to see.
9800 X3D runs quite cool. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yours runs at 45, 49. That's still not too bad. I think my runs at more like 30 to 40. 35 to 40. It's not that much different.
That's better. More interesting at the least. Very well. And now to the matter at hand. Let's rejoin the company. Partake of some refreshment first.
As long as you're still hitting the clocks. I mean, the thing is for me, comparatively, I used to have a 4900K, so anything, even if you were at 60 to 70, that's still better than my 4900K was. I used to have. Well, I still have it. It's in my stream PC.
Well, we haven't a choice now.
Because that used to regularly hit 80. And if I did Cine Bench on that, it's like 100. So anything less than that is good.
And a nibble or two.
If I see it, it's good.
Monster in the sewers. Know anything more?
I've no clue what it is. Only that it's deadly. I'd not have bothered had my cook not become its victim. Ooh.
Yeah, if you got a 4090, I probably would just stay on that for now.
That why she was in the sewers?
CPU have I got? It's a 9800 X3D.
She went to a fair with a sister or cousin. Matters not.
I have that in this PC, in the gaming PC, and then in my stream PC I have a 4900K. Purely not. I didn't choose to have that. It's just that's my old CPU, so I might as well keep it, you know.
Vissy was no exception in that respect. Down she went, never to return.
I had no need to really replace it, so I just put it in the stream PC. Because I had to build a new stream PC.
Hey, leave her be. Is that any way to treat the lord of the manor's daughter? Apologies. Now, where were we? Oh yes, the contract. So, you'll check it?
Consider the beast gone.
Confident. Bring me its head, and the reward shall be yours.
During a sec, I'll change back to ray tracing. We'll check FSR.
Hey, you! Post papers!
9950X is a monster. It is. It's just way too expensive, though. I didn't bother. Maybe might maybe look at changing to it in the future, but it's way too expensive.
Someone's killed me, mate.
Like I think it's what, like 700 here, maybe 750. It's too much.
Then cut the bugger's head off.
So like, yeah, 700, 730. It's too much. It's too much, in my opinion. Considering I don't really need it. Be nice to have, but I don't need it. And I only had the 9800 X3D since like January.
Keep talking.
So I don't really need to change it yet.
A few days passed, he rode to Bowden to take a delivery. Never came back.
Been there? Actually seen his corpse?
No, but Cliver was one damned reliable Orson. We was to meet. He didn't show. Can only mean he's dead.
Totally worth. That's a lot for a CPU though. Considering if I wait a bit, the price will probably come down. It's almost as much as my GPU.
Clivert's got a scar on his forehead.
Whereas you can get a 9800X 3D for probably like £200 cheaper than that.
Said I'd think about
You've got it not too bad though. If you got it for $700, like that's like not so bad. Here though, it's like equivalent to.
I bet anything on it. Look for me in Oxenfurt. The Alchemy Inn on the main square.
Like here, it's over $900, so it's like way not worth it. Because a 9800X 3D is probably 450, 500, so it's like quite a bit cheaper. There's my horse. Let's switch this back. So switch ray tracing back on, and as you can see, that's gonna, well, in this area, it drops my FPS to about 50. 4070 Ti or 5070. What's the price difference where you are? So yeah, still dipped down to even about 45, 46 there. We should hopefully, even with just FSR quality, we should hopefully at least be at 60. That might be famous last words. Switch it to quality. Looks like we'll just about do it. 65.
Come on.
Need the cores. What's the cores difference between those GPUs? Jump here. The ray tracing more demanding than Cyberpunk? Well, are you comparing it to path tracing or ray tracing? Obviously, this isn't going to be as demanding as Cyberpunk path tracing, no, because it's not. This isn't path tracing. Is FSR 4 available in this game? It's not natively supported. You have to use like something like Optiscaler to mod it to be able to use it. You won't be able to switch it on in Adrenaline because it doesn't have 3.1, it's FSR 2. FSR 4 at the moment is only supported officially from the actual Adrenaline software. I think it's in about 30 games. Every game outside of that, you'd have to mod it. Ray tracing is on right now. I've got it set to FSR quality though. So it seems like we'll do... Got an average of 76 there. It's going to be a bit lower in the forest areas. So when I go by the trees, it does drop it down. But it mostly, I think, holds... Oh, big stutter there. It does stutter a lot with ray tracing on, as you're seeing here. The lows aren't particularly good. Which, if you switch ray tracing off, it pretty much removes that completely. Protein pudding? What's that? Is it chocolate? Oh, that sounds good. Like a protein bar. You know those grenade protein bars? Whew. I had one of those this morning, to be honest. I have one most days. The salted caramel. Whew. Or the fudge one.
Take it easy. One drop of his venom will
Well, no.
kill an army.
Interesting basilisk.
Two favourite ones, caramel chaos and the salted caramel.
Like this anywhere near here. They spawn only in the wild wastes.
That slaps.
From eggs laid by cockerels.
This basilisk is interesting because it looks exactly like a wyvern. Young one, and ill-fed at that.
You talk nonsense.
How does it look with FSR through adrenaline? What, in this game? You can't enable it through adrenaline in this game.
What do I know? I'm just a witcher.
You can't switch it on
If that's no basilisk,
because the game doesn't have 3.1. But if you're talking about in general, we tested it out yesterday on Horizon Forbidden West. We did that through adrenaline. It looks very good. We've seen it in quite a few games at this point. It looks very good. Last of Us Part 2, yes. Yeah, I'll be having a look at it on, I think it comes out on Thursday, doesn't it? And that will have FSR 4 support, so we'll be looking at that day one with that, so that should be pretty good. Oh, that was pretty nuts, wasn't it? It won't let me sprint. Yeah, look, big stuttering there. Let me know of any other settings you want to see whilst I'm at 1440p before we drop to 1080p. Maybe try and run through this this mission here. Have a look at the city bit here. We get a rough idea. It doesn't. We could drop to FSR balance. The issue is as soon as we start going down to performance and stuff, it doesn't actually increase my FPS at all.
Boy, why there? What for? Life kick you in the ass? Had enough? Terrible beast prowls the sewers down that way. Best avoid it altogether. Devoured dozens of maidens, folks, and then...
Wow, I don't know. Look at that.
Large. Man's most likely. Not only women came looking for the cursed prince. A woman's prince alongside. Single set. She came alone.
Did I try hair works at 1440p? No. I mean I can do, but it might. I was scared. I was scared because it just crashes, doesn't it? I mean, we'll find out within like 5 seconds because I couldn't even run it for 5 seconds before. Oh my god, his hair's gone. Oh my god, I'm scared. To be fair, I've got FSR on. That might save it, I guess. Let's probably test it, actually. Can I not get out of here? Oh, I can't. Alright, let me get through this mission. It seems okay at the moment. Oh, I can get out. No, you know what? I've saved it. Go back to native. Because that's the settings it was crashing. Seems alright though, doesn't it? This would have crashed already at 4K. How does he survive that? Hit him, hit him, hit him! Oh my god, he's taking absolute mad damage. Look at that, I'm absolute pro. He didn't even have a chance. United. Oh yeah, are United playing tonight?
Slash wounds made by a blade.
Oh, Tottenham are going to get absolutely battered this week. They're going to get battered by Chelsea. I just hate Chelsea. We lose every time. We always get just thrashed by them every time. Almost like Man United get thrashed by Tottenham every time, don't they? It's a bit like that. Maverick, hello, I'm alright, how are you?
Oh, no, you don't. Hear me. Don't you dare.
97X. Yeah, it's decent for 1440p. They'll add more games that are officially supported through the Adrenaline app. But at the moment it's only about 30.
Shani.
They'll slowly add more. But you can do it outside of that, you just have to use OptiScaler.
Help me.
Shani, calm down. He's dead.
I'm sure something can
We are
be
getting,
done.
like I say, Last of Us Part 2 on Thursday though, which I'll play, and that has FSL 4 support from day one. So we'll check that out.
All for nothing.
You did all you could.
Thanks, Geralt. It's, good to see you.
You too. Lost track of you after I left Vizima. Where'd you go? What have you been doing?
Long story short, I've been treating the sick and wounded, as always. Mainly at my clinic in Oxenfurt. But in Redania, I'm called on to help the army at times as well.
I'll want to hear the long story long, too.
Sure. But, once we're out of these sewers...
Redanian army force you to come here, too? Or are you just down here for a pleasant stroll?
Got our orders this morning. I came down here with a whole unit, but something attacked us.
Why'd they send you down here? Only if it's not confidential, of course.
I need a venom sample from the beast that prowls these sewers. It doesn't just kill those who come down here, you know. The water in so many wells is contaminated. Folk are getting ill, Redanian soldiers among them.
Plan to kill the beast. Bring you a sample of its venom after I do.
Nice of you to offer. But I'd rather go with you, collect the sample myself.
Creature's dangerous. You saw what it can do.
Oh yeah, Man United. Oh, Man United are going to get battered
Take
by
care of
Nottingham
myself.
Forest.
And you know I'll get my way, so don't try and talk me out of anything.
That's not even going to be funny.
Fine. Your choice. So show me where the monster attacked you.
This way.
Arsenal are going to get battered by Fulham.
Something large struck it, with a lot of...
Man United are going to get battered by Nottingham Forest.
The monster must have slammed into it.
And they,
Though now we need to find a way around it.
Is it worth searching outside?
Actually,
that'll be football restored.
blow weakened one of the walls.
What did he say? Oh, we can blow this. What was it? Boom.
Careful. Monster might still be here.
You're currently on a 3070. Yeah, I guess it depends how much money you want to spend. I mean, you could probably go to a 5800X 3D.
Soldiers from your
Would be pretty good for gaming if you don't want to upgrade the motherboard.
That's them. Vern, Miklas. Poor boys.
But outside of that, obviously the 7800X 3D and 9800X 3D will be AM5.
What exactly happened?
I guess it really comes down to how much money you want to spend.
Miklas started looking for tracks. Then drowners attacked. The men made quick work of them. But Franz was injured. His leg. He and I stayed behind. I tried to bandage him up while Knowles stood watch. Then that beast appeared. Knowles pushed me towards the exit and ran at the monster. I turned around and saw him lying there, covered in a sticky substance. I ran back to get him, then dragged him to where you found us.
Where was the monster?
Miklas and Vern had driven it away from us. And paid...
I talk a
dearly
big
for it.
game.
Managed to get a look at what attacked you?
You'll be back in it tomorrow crying because Man United have
I
lost.
didn't get a good look. No. Only saw it from behind.
It's alright.
I know it was large and...
That's all right. We ain't Tottenham, we ain't Tottenham.
Gotta look around. Man you patched up, is he here?
Franz? I don't see him. Think the monster might have dragged him off?
Could have. He's probably crawled in or out through here. It's deep.
The lower level of the sewers has been closed off for years. But Vern, the commander, had a skeleton key.
See if I can't find it.
Do you hang on? I'd probably hang on to the 4090 to be honest. Unless the only if you can get like most of the money back.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
For the 4090, it wouldn't cost really that much to get a 50. Like you know, okay, like if there's maybe specific use case you're using it for. I mean, big doo doo here. Big doo doo. This is not good, bruv. Have a day off. I'm targeting the wrong thing. Bruv, this is bang out of order. There's no way. Oh, God. There's way too many! How do I get out of here? Back it up! How do I get out of here? Dead end. I'm dead. Where's my health? I've got nothing. Oh, I'm about to get hit. Why have I got nothing in my, Have I actually got nothing? That's great. Is it my sword's like a really low level or something? Fragnict, hello! Is this DLSS quality? We're on an AMD GPU. You can't use DLSS on an AMD GPU. I have FSR quality on though. Oh no, right now I don't. Right now this is native 1440p. I need to figure this situation out. Have we got a better sword? Oh damn it, didn't we press that? I don't think we have. I think I'm in... Oh, I've got potions. I have no idea what they'll do. How? Oh, I have got stuff. We need the beer. Sort us right out. Wait, actually, we don't need the... I still feel like this is going to be an insane struggle. Yeah, at the moment the FPS is a little rough because I got ray tracing on. That's why basically if we switch ray tracing off, it doubles the FPS. I just left it on at the minute because we were checking out FSR quality. Could probably put it to balance for a little bit just because I'm trying to get through this mission. Because we didn't really see balance too much. FPS is going to be a little bit different here anyway because we're underground. Up top it's a little bit less than you'd get underground. I'm going to save it as well. Do I have to go down? Find the key to the lower level. Ah, I wasn't supposed to. You know what? I remember this. I remember this mission, I think. Because the way with those stairs, the door there, I think we opened this way, right? if I remember.
Slash wounds made by a blade. No monster did this.
It makes sense why that was so tough and I was so outnumbered. There we go.
Good. Let's get going.
Quite dark in it though, isn't it? How do we get out? Oh wow, that's a bit glitchy, that.
Legend going around about this monster being a prince turned into a toad. A curse or something.
I've heard.
Yeah, it was this way. I remember.
I find out
Is she gonna help me?
I'll strangle them.
So, don't believe
Do I use the fire or do I use the
Medicine, not literature. I stopped
armor?
believing in fairy tales long ago.
Shoddy, watch out.
What do I use? She is not going to help. As long as they're just not all four of them, like, on me at once. Oh, he's proper on fire. Because the issue is all four of them. That's where it gets ropey, you know? Oh my god, it's still locked on. No! How do I... Oh my god! How do I use the water? Why is it locked on that? That's so annoying. No, not all of them. I have a day off. Camera mode? This dodging's absolute pro. Have you ever seen anything like this? Is that targeting? I can't stand it. Cow's milk. This is it, one at a time. Oh god, I'm dead.
Show me what you got.
Oh my god. That was a good dodge. Whew. Can I meditate? Alright, give me my health back. Oh my god, I can actually meditate. That's well funny. Right. 2 down. I don't know how many there are. Seems like a lot.
Another unfortunate romantic. Came to lift a prince's curse. Found a hideous death instead. Another unfortunate romantic. Came to
Oh my
lift a
god, I'm
prince's
stuck. How do I
curse.
get out of this?
Found a hideous death instead.
Can I bait just one at a time? Come on, just one, just one. Oh, it's low health. Come up top, come up top. This is exactly what we want here. Time it exactly to perfection. Look at that, it's just... It's absolutely unreal. Oh no, damn it. Makes it look easy. How many more? Please just bait one. Oh wow, that did loads of damage. Don't bait the other one. He's in big trouble. Getting through it. Once I get back outside, we'll drop down to 1080p. I think there's still another one here, no? There's a red dot. Where's your red marker? Oh, there is more. God damn it. No. I'm sure my sword is just not very good. Doing basically no damage. Eat me some grapes. Where's this other one? No, not two of them. No, not two of them. Completely missed that. Anything else that'll actually do... Can I use that? I can't. That doesn't really do much though, does it? As soon as I hit him... Just thinking, I wonder if any of these do any... They don't really do any damage, do they? Getting through it. Take another nap. What else have we got? Influences, that doesn't. Protective shield. I mean, the protective shield might be more worth it. I wouldn't take so much damage, but I can meditate anyway, so it's not really that much of an issue. I think there's one more, isn't there? I'm going for it. Not even gonna dodge. Right, there it is.
Hideous creatures.
You all right?
Fine. Look, it's Franz.
What's left of him, you mean?
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. We have hit 100 likes.
Would do that.
We're keeping up this streak. Can we hit 200? By the end of the stream.
Interesting.
Need 55.
Franz had a leg wound, right?
Mm-hmm. Just above the knee.
Managed to apply anything to it?
Yes. Some spirit, but that was it. Why do you ask?
No, I definitely do need to change swords. I don't have any others though. I need to
Monster must have chewed it off. Other
I need to
bodies were
like
untouched,
buy one, I
except
guess.
for the wounds they sustained in battle.
Are you suggesting
I've only got like 3.
beast likes alcohol?
Mm-hmm. Mixed with blood. Doubt we'll learn anything else here. We need to find the lair.
Right behind you.
I haven't really been looting. And also I think behind the overlay, look, durability as well. Which is too late now though, isn't it?
Your head from my saddle.
I can't back out of this at this point. Would I be better off using just a different one if I can? They're all like... That's not even a... We need a silver, don't we? All steel. Oh yeah, look, my silver. I mean, this one's not as damaged. Oh, that's steel. They're all steel. I don't have any others. This is the only steel one I got. Which I think is still better to use, right? Than the steel, I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna have to suffer. There's one. There's way too many. What on earth? This is crazy. We should abandon this mission, maybe. There's still a big boss, isn't there? Oh, man. Damn, bro. Gonna have to meditate again. You're definitely gonna have to look at the swords after this. I didn't realize it was so bad. Oh no. How do we... Wow. That has not gone well, that. Is this game good? I think it's worth a I think it's worth a playthrough. Where'd it go then? Is it up here?
Yes.
Oh, not more. Come on. Not more. And I can't get out of here. At least this is somewhat getting my combat skills in. Damn it, bro. Meditate again. Black Myth Wukong, yeah, I've been playing that a little bit recently as well. Bit worried about what's going to happen here when I get to the boss.
Seems the monster tolerated them.
Decaying corpses.
Ray tracing is enabled, yeah, but this has got we've got FSR balanced at the moment.
Fresh and moist. Beast was just here.
I'll collect
But they are working on a new Witcher game, aren't they? So
all the tunnels and corridors.
that'll be in probably. Is that 2026?
What
I
now?
don't know.
Need to lure the beast,
How? We don't even know what kind of monster it is.
but we do know it likes a blend of blood and liquor. Just so happens I've got some alcohol on me.
Well, I hope you don't plan to cut yourself or...
Relax. Plenty of bodies. I'll use one of them.
You didn't really like the combat. It's definitely.
I'll get to work.
It could be better, but it's an older game, isn't
doubt
it?
it'd be much help
In
in
terms
fighting,
of,
but you might
it's
need
definitely
to
not as
afterwards.
smooth as
I'll look for
combat
hiding
in some
place.
other games,
You'd be
but
better off waiting for
I don't
me
mind
up
it.
top or back home.
But
No buts. Wait in the passage for now if you have to, though I'd rather you didn't. But when the monster shows, you run for the surface.
fine,
Shawnee, look at me. Promise you'll stay out of it.
I promise.
Good. Now go hide.
Be careful, Geralt.
Have I tested 1080p? Not yet. No, I was trying to finish this mission and then I'll drop it. I'm worried I won't be able to kill this boss with the sword that I've got. I'm using FSR 4. No, the game doesn't support it natively. You have to mod it. Use Optiscaler. But I don't have that on at the moment. Won't. That doesn't sound good. Hell no. This is gonna get absolutely roasted. I'm absolutely not prepared for this. That does nothing. We're gonna have to use... Yeah, this is not good. It does no damage! I don't do any damage to it. Oh my god. This is, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. We need a better sword. That is completely wrecked. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to load a previous. There's we're gonna have to sort this sword situation out before I do that, because that's an absolute disaster. How do I? Isn't there some sort of blacksmith in the city? There is, isn't there?
Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt.
Because even getting to that was an absolute nightmare, trying to fight all those with that sword. Broken silver sword. With no alternatives. I didn't notice that earlier. I think there's a... Isn't there... Isn't it in the... It's here. Is it this? I can't actually see because I'm playing on a windowed screen at the moment, so it works with the stream. I think this will do it, would it?
Greetings. My, a witcher.
But I can come out here anyway. We can check 1080p because the performance is obviously going to be a little different down there.
Doesn't look like you're short on work.
So,
I can drop it down up here.
A Radeon army order, but there's no play.
Looking to perfect your craft.
Of course.
Still talking.
Aye.
Has he only got armor? He might only have armor. What level was that quest? I don't actually know. So you go. Still, that's a steel one. I mean, that's still better than anything I've currently got. Might as well get that. Armor plus 50. Holy smokes. Piercing damage. Let's just get that bad boy. Not enough coin. What was the sword that I was using? It was that one, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Oh, it was that one. It's just when it started off, it was started off at 90%. What was the? Where's the sword that I just bought?
So long.
We can see that quest though. That quest was 32. That'll do it as well. I'm level 8. It's amazing we even got that far. That's funny. Let me save it. We'll drop to 1080p and have a look at that quick. Am I using Optiscaler? No. So yeah, I don't think it was solely a sword issue. It was a level thing too. That's why I was basically doing absolutely 0 damage to that frog. And it was never going to be possible, basically. My current level. How come we've got that mission so early? That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Right, so I'll drop down to 1080p here. Let's go... so you can see here, 1920 by 1080. Playing it on window just purely because otherwise it breaks the stream. We'll go back to native, so TAAU. Ray tracing's maxed out. Everything else, we've pretty much got maxed out as well, I think. We've still got hairworks on. That seemed okay, didn't it? That did crash the game for me at 4K, but it seemed alright at 1440p. And then here, Ultra Plus, all the graphics settings. Now, we had about... Let's remember what the settings were. So at 4K, this was about 25 to 30, wasn't it? At 1440p, it was about 55 to 60, wasn't it? And this here is about 70... Well, I'm getting an average of 72. That's definitely not a massive increase from 1440p, is it? Okay, seeing it go up a little bit more here, 80 almost. So you do still gain a little bit of FPS. It's not a huge difference, though. It's almost definitely not going to get any drops down under 60 like we had with 1440p. I have to check it out in the forest areas. I do want to change this quest because... Let's just do that one. That's level 6. Why do I have a level 32 quest and a level 6 quest? How does that make sense? Why is such a big difference?
Stay out of my way.
What's the reason to play in windowed mode? It's purely just because of the stream. If I go to windowed, it might be alright now, but basically the stream is... My capture card captures in 4K, so when I change the resolution, if you were here earlier, you'd have seen it goes half and half. It just fully breaks the stream. So sometimes it's easier for me to be in windowed, so it just doesn't break the stream. Like, look, you see that? Oh my god, that's hurt my eyes. You see what it does? It basically means I have to I have to change it on Windows, which I can do, but it's just briefly look at 1080p. I can just go in windowed and it fixes it, and I can play like this for like a little bit, rather than having to reset the whole game. I can't get my horse; it's like fully stuck.
What can I get? You do know if you're a witch.
How's 1080p raster? This is this isn't raster. We'll have a look. Have a look in a sec. How do I get out of there? I need to get far away so I can call my horse. Hang on. I think it's fully stuck. It is. I can't actually even get on because it thinks I'm trying to talk to him. Damn it.
Have we not met before? In Loch Moy, perchance. Long live Radovid.
Got it. Yeah, it's because my actual Windows resolution is 4K, so I'm streaming, the stream captures in 4K. My Windows resolution is 4K, and then in the game I drop to 1080p and it just breaks it, basically. Only way out of it is to drop my Windows resolution, but like I say, sometimes it's not worth restarting the whole game just to briefly look at 1080p quick, you know? So I'll switch back to 4K maybe in a sec.
Run, Roach.
Take a look at it in the trees as well. Probably it's going to drop down a little bit, but hopefully we stay above 60. Seems like we mostly will about 62. Still does dip down quite a bit though, doesn't it? Just about holds it. Still probably a little bit lower than I'd like though. I mean, to be honest, I do wonder actually if windowed is affecting the performance at all. If you bear me a sec, I can actually just change it on Windows, see if we can go full screen. We can test it. If I go 1080p, does it break? It might break the game still though. Keep. Let's see. In theory, see, you can see, what can you see? My OBS. Should be able to go full screen now and it shouldn't break. There you go. See, that's how you fix it. But yeah, doesn't make any difference anyway in terms of like performance-wise. Just means I can also see it in full screen as opposed to windowed, but it seems like it'll mostly hold 60 like that, which I don't know, it seems kind of low to be honest. I think 1440p is really probably the sweet spot for it. It doesn't seem worth it to drop down to 1080p, but the FPS isn't really that much better. Even my power here, look, it's still maxed out 330. Oof. VRAM is finally down under 10 gigs, so that's down quite a bit. Yeah, I think that's the only res where you will hold 60. 1440p did drop down a bit, like 4550. Statistics servers on screen. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? I can't actually even see that. I can't see my mouse. Where's my mouse? Was it covering any of the stats, or could you see them?
Move it.
I can't actually see the screen that you see. It's mirrored, so I can see it on like the YouTube, you know, what's it called? YouTube interface, but it's really small, so I can't actually see that, but thanks for letting me know. Well, I could drop ray tracing off now. Have a look at that. Where is it? Drop that fully off. That should, with a bit of luck, that should double the FPS. I'm just checking here. These things off.
Go, go.
There you go. All the way from about 60 to 70 FPS with ray tracing on up to about 120, 130 here. So like we saw at 1440p, it pretty much doubles the FPS by switching it off. For me personally, I'd rather stay at 1440p. I don't really think it's worth 1080p here, because this FPS isn't that different from 1440p really. But this will kind of just demonstrate roughly what you'll get. Frame time's going to look a lot nicer with ray tracing off, as we saw with the other resolutions as well. VRAM doesn't really change much by switching ray tracing off. Everything else still pretty much looks the same, holding its usage quite well, still hitting 99% GPU usage. Let's see, what quests are we actually doing it? Investigate all remaining leads. Turn off ray tracing. Ray tracing is turned off. Can I raise power by 10%? I can do. I mean, to be honest though, we don't really want power any higher than that. It's hitting 330 watts at 1080p. That's insane. I would not want the power to really be any higher than that, but I can increase it by plus 10. But yeah, ideally I wouldn't want power higher. That's already way too high. Hitting, oh, it goes up to about 334. But still relatively similar FPS really, it doesn't make too much difference. Still hitting about 130 here. Maybe slightly more because we had 125, 130, didn't we? It's not really massively different though. Hitting 350 watts here. It's absolutely... That is nuts.
Come on.
360 watts. That is insane power usage for 1080p. Is that the most we saw there? 361 watts. 363 watts. Breaking records here. That is actually insane to be using that much power at 1080p. Really not power efficient at all if you run it like that. Considering our FPS doesn't seem massively different either. Maybe hits a bit closer to 130 compared to before, but can't say I really sort of, you know, I'm noticing the power difference way more than I am the FPS.
Leave me alone. I'm showing you my path.
Long live Radovid. Hey,
Should see only up to 100. Yeah, that's pretty much the most we saw, wasn't it? I think we saw, what, 363 was it? I think that's pretty much the highest we saw. That's eating more power than a 5080. Yeah, it's going to be using more power than a 5080, yeah.
Giddy up.
With the similar... I mean, NVIDIA GPUs are quite power efficient when you drop the resolution normally. Because a 5080, realistically, at 1080p, it's probably using, like, maybe 250 or less, I would imagine.
Go, go.
Some people right. Another drifter on to me.
I'm gonna head over to this mission.
Nothing new.
Pardon?
Arms for bread, please, little folk.
draw it out more.
Ah.
Who's talking to me? But yeah, any other settings you want to see at 1080p? I think we'll probably maybe switch back to 4K. I think we've pretty much seen everything at 1080p, haven't we? Seen a couple of different FSR presets, ray tracing on and off. Mostly, I mean, all those settings by themselves all get above 60. Don't really see any lower than that at 1080p.
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not.
How's ray tracing? What resolution? At 4K and 1440p, ray tracing on's not amazing. At 1440p, it can roughly do it, but you'll get dips down to sometimes 40, 45. 1080p, it's okay. This isn't got ray tracing on right now, no.
Don't stare or I'll flog some manners into you.
I remember there's a way in around the side, isn't there?
Back again, Rivian's trap.
I think it's the other side. Whoa, there's just so many people. What the hell? 1440p no ray tracing. 1440p no ray tracing is not too dissimilar from this. It's about 100, between 100 and 110, 115.
Everyone's always on. My child's fallen ill. Freak.
Captured and displayed in the sideshows.
Is there a way in? I don't know if there is. Can I just climb this or something?
We pay taxes, support the temple guard.
Or was it down below? Was it a tunnel? Is that the tunnel down there? I'm going to save it, because otherwise it's going to take me ages to get back up. 4090 4K, full ray tracing, 50 FPS. Yeah, I mean, that's better than this. At 4K on this, it was about 25 to 30, so it's probably half the 4090. Those settings.
There's something here. Shit, need to use the
I'm not fighting these things again. What is this thing? See, this is a level 12. This is still way above my level. Oh my god, it's absolutely wrecking me.
Damn it.
Is there two? I'll have a day off. Back it up. Get me out of that. Oh my god, what the hell, dude? Oh, have a day off. Is that the ladder there? I mean, these are level 11. They should be easier, which they are. What is these tunnels?
From my saddle.
1440p ray tracing. It depends what area you're in, but 70. No, it was the average was more sort of 60 to 70 really at best. It had some dips down to about at its lowest, like sort of 45 in some bits of trees at 1440p. Oh, can we not get up? God damn it. Alright, we're gonna have to keep going. Which it doesn't run away. No, it's just because I'm like a way lower level than those things. I keep having to fight stuff that's way higher level. And it keeps wrecking me. To be fair, I think I probably could have killed that. Okay, that's not the way, is it? God damn it. Was there stairs though? I think there was stairs. There was a way leading up that I think is the right way, so we're probably going to have to... And it kind of makes sense that that boss would be at the end. I've gone in the wrong... You know, I've gone in the reverse way. Where I've fought the boss first. What's happening? I haven't got my special. There we go. Boom. Why is it telling me to go this way, though? Is this not the way? This is the way, I feel. Yeah, here we go.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise
Look at
you
him.
to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa.
Why is it telling me to go this way? Is there another way in? Metro Exodus. Could probably have a look at some point. I have completed that game like multiple times, but yeah, Battlefield 5 can have a look at. Ray tracing on that though is like an absolute stutter fest. But I will probably play Battlefield 5 and 1. Checked out 2042 at the weekend. That also actually has ray tracing.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct?
I can almost guess it won't run this that well probably on Metro. Definitely not at 4K. That would not work very well.
Do you truly believe
1440p probably. It'll definitely need upscaling on to really get 60, I would guess. But yeah, I can maybe have a look at it at some point. I've got a long list of games.
Thus, we've hired a witcher.
At least this week we've
Take him to the training room.
got a few other games to look at.
As you say, miss.
Well, Last of Us, and I want to check out Warzone as well because I've not actually seen that yet. So Verdansk probably. Because I've not seen Call of Duty on this GPU at all.
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright.
Oh my god, is Treble Champ here? Is he still here? I think Man United are losing. What did I say? You know? I can predict it.
Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little. Follow me.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Smack her. Wait, she's not taking any damage. What have I got to do? Beat her? He's parrying.
Why bother with 2 swords when you can barely handle one?
Am I supposed to lose this? Is that what? There we go. There you go. You just got to do heavy attack. Oh. He's up.
You're quick, damn it!
There it is.
Well fought. You're much better.
No
than
match for me.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Get 80 FPS at ultra settings. Ray tracing at native. Or was that using FSR?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden.
Can't you parry?
So
You can parry, but why? Why parry when you can just
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
get in behind her and smack her
That is
with
why
the sword?
Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind.
The issue is she is also parrying, so if you even if you parry, which I did one parry, but it didn't seem to do any damage because the heavy attack seems too slow. If you're doing it front on, so it's easier to dodge behind and just hit it
There
behind.
was nothing between us.
'Cause the light attack doesn't seem to do anything.
Fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Oh wait, what? See, I can parry, but I don't know how do you get the Look, it doesn't do any damage. Oh, okay, there you go.
What? Lost your nerve?
Parry is LT, right? Why is it not doing it?
Why bother with
There we go.
2 swords when you can barely
You just need her stunned, basically. If you can get her
You're
stunned.
not an instructor. You should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Sorry, gotta say no. Schedule's packed just now.
Got on the VRAM. It's definitely come close in some scenarios. If you try and do it at 4K, it does come close. Like even in this game at 4K, some bits we had like 15.3, I think, at some points. A lot of other games we've seen that a little bit as well.
South of the Yaruga.
Hang on.
But that is obviously like fully maxing it.
Of course it was me.
16 gig is like mostly okay. It's just only going to be an issue really if you're trying to do 4K.
Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I
Ooh.
could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Whoa.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth 2
Feisty.
sisters at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister.
Just don't crank anything. To be honest, it depends on the game because we've seen a couple of games recently. Even what was it, Atomfall? We had that set to high, and we were using 15.5 gigs of VRAM at 4K. That wasn't with everything maxed out. It uses an absurd amount of VRAM. And when we did it on the 5090, it was using about 16.5 gig, I think, with those settings. So There's definitely games out there where that's, even if you don't max everything, it still uses a lot.
She's a poetess.
Same as on this, you don't have everything maxed. It was using upwards of almost about 14.5 or something. Still quite a lot.
This woman, not a local, right?
I seem to remember.
Last of Us will be a good test because that first game, part 1, when that came out, that was using insane amount of VRAM. That was like breaking GPUs, wasn't it?
Ask Zoltan about this Calinetta.
I remember that was using like 14 or 15 gig at 1440p, so if you're trying to play it on 12 gig cards, it was a big problem. Used to crash, didn't it?
Can I expect any more lessons in future?
Sorry, Rosa. I'm afraid I can't at the moment.
Farewell, then. Oh, payment for your time.
Right, I'm going to have to, I've got to head off, so I'm going to have to end the stream. It's been fun checking this out, though. Like I say, do make sure to subscribe. We'll be checking out Last of Us Part 2, hopefully on Thursday it comes out. And probably check out Warzone as well when that releases for Verdansk. Those will be probably quite good tests. Try and be on again tomorrow as well. I'm not sure what to check out yet. I still wanted to do Silent Hill 2 and also Indiana Jones. Red Dead Redemption 2, got quite a few games still. Star Citizen. So we'll see. But thanks a lot for watching. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you later.